Hi everyone, I'm John Green and welcome to Crash Course. Today we'll be talking about the Battle of Thermopalaye and the 200 Spartans that withheld the Persian armies. The Battle of Thermopalaye was a battle fought between the Greek Empire and the Persian empires in 480 BC. The Persian Empire at the time was the infamous Xerxes. The Persian Empire was massive, spanning over nearly the whole Middle Asia, while the Greek Empire was really just a bunch of city-states. The Battle of Thermopylae was fought mainly by Athens and Sparta, city-states from Greece. The Spartans are famous for their fighting skills and rigor, while the Athenians were known for their scholarly buff. Why did the Battle of Thermopylae happen? Athens and Euryta were involved in the unsuccessful Ionian revolt, where they revolted against the Persian Emperor Darius. Darius did not like this because it threatened his empire, so he vowed to get revenge on all the parties involved, especially the Athenians. So Darius sent his people to fetch him gifts of earth and water to express their submission. Because nothing shows submission like earth and water. Instead of cooperating with the Athenian and Spartan ambassadors, the Persians put them on trial and then executed them by throwing them in a pit. The Athenians had been preparing for war with the Persians for a long time, actually. And with the influence of Themistocles and the Athenian government, they decided to build a fleet of trimaries, I don't know how to say that proved to be essential to the Greek success against the Persians. Also, under the advice of Themistocles, a excellent military person, the Athenian government decided to take their stab defeating the Persians at the narrow pass of Thermopylae.
Still, with their limited technology, it took a long time for the Persian army to make their way to Greece. It was based near East Egypt and India, so the trek was nearly 4,000 kilometers. All of which occurred on foot while taking
all of their supplies. The Greeks also used an effective formation. They used their Mr. Green, what about this is Sparta? Large shields that called Hoplon shields, and then they put their swords/spears through the little gaps in their shields. The Persians could not penetrate the shields, and they were stabbed by the protruding swords. When the Persians saw that they were not having any success, they prepared their elite warriors, called the Immortals. The Immortals wore a hood over their faces and had a very somber appearance, but the Immortals didn't have much more luck than the other Persians. Greece's success was not just in the pass, they had a massive success on the water. It's time for the secret compartment. Hey look, it's a boat. A key to Greece's success was their navy. They originally didn't have a navy plan, but one leader lobbied for it. Themistocles. Themistocles was the only person in the Greek government who wanted a navy at the time. Just like this. At the time he lobbied for it, there was almost no need for a navy. Themistocles had a petition to the whole democracy, and they finally allowed for a navy. Themistocles was also very influential during the battle. Just hold it up like this. His strategies allowed for Greece to fend off the Persian navy and have a fighting chance. That's how you make a boat. On the third day of battle, the Persians sent a relatively small group of men on the path, above the pass. The Phoenicians had been guarding the pass the whole time, making sure that their battle would be confined to only the pass, Thermopylae. When the Phoenicians saw the Persians coming, they left the Greeks to die. Going on this pass allowed for the Persians to surround Greek forces. The Greeks kept their formations on both sides for a little while, but they could not hold it. During the whole battle, the Greeks would rotate soldiers into the front lines, allowing for all of the soldiers to rest. With the Persians surrounded on both sides, Greeks were not able to get their rest, and therefore their formations broke. In all the chaos and disorder, the Greeks didn't stand a chance. The Persians wrecked the Greeks. This is where Leonidas and his 300 men that stayed focused on their immortal glory. Leonidas and his 300 men stayed behind and fought till the very end against the many of 10,000s of Persians. This moment lives on forever. But this brings us to an important point. Herodotus was the historian that gave us this wonderful story of Greek triumph against all odds. And even when things were looking hopeless, the mighty Greeks fought until the very end with dignity and honor to die for their country. Or did they? Let's go to the open letter. An open letter to Herodotus. Dear Herodotus, you have gone down in history as a historian that didn't give us the right history. Because you are the only person who recorded about the Battle of Thermopalaye, we have an incredible story of Greek heroism against the big bad Persians. No one knows if you actually told the truth about this, because you are a Greek, and you told about a Greek battle. Everything that you have written about this is under question, because you might have exaggerated just a little. Maybe the battle lasted 3 hours instead of 3 days, but you just wanted to make your people look more dignified. Maybe you were just incredibly impatient, and the battle lasted 3 weeks, but you gave up us a 3-day version because you are impatient. Maybe none of this ever happened, and you made up the greatest battle that never happened. Best wishes, John Green. So in conclusion, the Greeks got killed in this battle, literally and figuratively. The Persians tried to beat the Greeks to little to no avail at first, but once the Persians scared their friends, the Phoenicians, away, they found no struggles in demolishing the Greeks. Or did Persia have little trouble at all with the meddling Greeks, and Herodotus gave us a puffed-up Greece nationalist version of a humiliating Greek defeat? I'll let you decide. I'm John Green, and thank you for watching. Thank you to Thought Bubble for making complicated animations. Thank you to Miss Gillespie for giving us this assignment the last week of school. Thank you for Josh for writing the script, and thanks for Nathan for editing. I'm John Green, the star of the show. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.